Welcome back, everyone, to Red Spotlight Entertainment. I'm Alexis, joined by David here for our final, for the moment anyway, reactions to Maul Shadow Lord. This is going to be the Season 1 finales, episodes 9 and 10, for a lovely May 4th. May the 4th be with all of you and with us. Hopefully, we're in store for something fun and good and exciting and exhilarating all the while. We've had our fair share of, I would say, critiques of the show thus far. I will say it picked up significantly over the past 2 episodes, and I think both of us are hopeful that they're able to maintain the momentum as they draw out this season. I'm very much eager to get started. I will say I don't believe either of us are really quite certain of how this is going to end. So this is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. David?
Yeah, I have no idea what the heck is going to happen. So can only guess they fight the Inquisitors. Obviously, they're going to live because we know where they end up. Well, that knight-looking one could still die because he's probably a zombie. So there's that.
In the later show.
Yeah, in the Ahsoka. I mean, and then as to what the heck is going to happen with the Jedi and the apprentice, I have no idea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just see how it goes down. I assume Maul's people are going to help out the main. They're going to help out the captain and Devon.
Probably.
That's why it's our strange allies, I would assume.
Mm.
Oh God, that was still a great shot.
That's
I
cool.
forgot about that.
Hey boys, need a ride?
I like some of the reactions where that chase scene, everyone was doing the same thing. We're like dancing to the music and all that. I was like,
yeah,
I'm glad I wasn't alone.
Dryden Voss requests an audience. Things are looking up.
I love how they just jacked somebody's crib.
No, yeah.
Hey, no one's using it, you know?
Yeah, see, like, how are they gonna get away from this? You know?
Yeah.
Let us hear what Crimson Dawn has to offer.
It's quite simple. Once I complete my part of the bargain, you will kill Boss Rentero and install me as the leader of Crimson Dawn.
How devious.
I am proud of you.
My lord, even with the girl, we still need a way past the Imperial lockdown and out of the city.
Perhaps Captain Lawson will provide a way.
One thing I will say about this whole sequence with Dryden Voss here, it is interesting to hear what you know is supposed to be a Paul Bettany character, but not hear Paul Bettany's voice.
Yeah.
This is like one of the only instances where I would be like, yeah, but that voice is pretty hard to replace.
Yeah.
I would have him come in and just do this role. I know it's not that big of a role, obviously, here, but like, it's to me, it was a bit distracting. I was like, oh, that's not.
Yeah, he has such
Paul
a unique
Bettany.
voice that it's fairly obvious that it wasn't him.
Devon.
Ooh.
Devon.
Damn, that was good.
That was good.
That was a good one. I was like, are they gonna do what? That's good.
I was here in the city.
Why are these two so cool in the animated version?
They really are, aren't they?
Even just that little shot right there, I'm like, damn, that's a cool team right there.
This is no dream. This is a suggestion, an offer made by Maul.
I think it's a chance to escape. I'm certain it is.
Well, whatever we do, we've got to keep moving.
Yeah, they found them pretty quick.
A ship will rendezvous with us soon, outside the city.
You'll never get out that way.
Since we have the means to leave this planet, our only chance of escape
is an alliance.
It is an option worth considering, although he looks very untrustworthy.
Yeah, I don't think Maul can ever help that though.
I mean,
he's literally the insidious demon. I mean, I don't know what you
can't even
can
call it
say
racism
to
at this
that.
point. Like, it's just he's just so untrustworthy. Even the voice itself is like, you got something sneaky going on here.
Are you certain that this is the correct way past the perimeter, Captain?
Yes, I'm certain.
Then by all means.
He's like, okay, if you're so sure, how about you go in the front? I'm not gonna be.
Maul would not be able to access your mind with such ease unless there was a connection between you.
When we were separated at the casino, Riley and I were attacked. Maul saved our lives. He brought us to safety.
Did he help you for your sake or his own?
I really hope
Which is
he
a
doesn't.
very fair question.
Yeah, like I really hope he doesn't die, because I just find it way too interesting that she chooses Maul, because like that's just a better option at this point. Like, they're literally outcasts. That people see them as enemies. Any sort of sign that they're Jedi and just the fucking army comes after them, you know, Maul's kind of like the only protection that they have.
Call for backup. Sir, comms are down. All troopers, open fire.
Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that Stormtrooper's competence to actually realize this is not going to be our day? Call for backup right now. Because any other Stormtrooper, I don't think would have thought that they could have handled this, you know, themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rare moment of like a Stormtrooper showing some bit of intelligence. It's like, yeah, it ain't going to be us. God, this looks so good.
Hey, you be careful with that thing.
Yeah, okay.
Just remember what I taught you.
I will.
This is not a critique. I would walk a little faster if
Yeah.
I knew that there were 2 Inquisitors on my tail, you know?
They're making their escape.
I like how it's a bit of a mix between actual detective work and using the Force that they're keep finding them. Because when they found him at Lawson's place, I was kind of like, that feels like a bit of an overshot. But you can guess that maybe just the Empire kept an eye on him, and as soon as they got word, boom, they went after him.
I think they let him go on purpose because the Inquisitor knew that he had encountered Jedi, and that somehow the Jedi were going to find his way to Lawson. So I think the calculus was made that they let him go because they already knew Lawson was going to lead them to the Jedi.
Okay.
That's why if you remember that creepy Imperial was like, thank you for following directions. You may go home. With a creepy fake ass smile. Obviously that was not genuine. That's the giveaway for me.
The old man.
Oh, have some respect, Rook. He is a Jedi Master, and we need him. For now.
I love a little qualify. Have some respect. We won't kill him now. Not right now.
I almost thought the line would have been like, do you think he heard that? Or something like that. Like he's trying to be.
Oh, that's a smell I wish we'd avoided.
Why do I get the feeling there's something alive in there? Oh.
It's toxic waste from the city.
Illegally disposed of. I will report this immediately.
I do not see a way to cross.
The ceiling is too low, the distance too far, even for us. The jump is not possible.
I agree with Master Docky.
There. Go.
Okay. It's just saying droid. but this is gonna be. I'm sorry, not everyone's making it, right?
Yeah.
Because if we're doing 2 at a time, those of you who are watching, let's start taking bets to see who dies first.
Finally caught up to me.
I mean, could be here
On
for
the bright
Docky,
side,
but
this is the most time you and I have spent together in a while.
Do you mind?
that's the best character.
Oh, it really is, isn't he? Yeah, see?
Oof.
You feel it coming.
Someone is approaching.
Master?
I mean, if it's just the Inquisitors, all 3 of them could take him.
Whoa!
Ooh.
They came in hot.
I love that bit of music right there in that moment. It's like a
Yeah.
little screech. That's cool. Oh, see. Oh.
Well, there's
okay.
that. Yeah.
See, if it was just the Inquisitors, I think that would have been fine, but now it's a bit more complicated.
Ooh.
Cross! My lord, no! Now!
See, this is a much better fight. Ooh.
Right?
Than that bridge scene. Because like there's a ooh.
That's not good.
This is so cooler. Oh my god.
This looks amazing,
Dude.
Wow, look at
Oh my god,
I love
that's the best shot ever. Wow.
Really?
Aww.
Everything that Maul has any kind of affection to has to fucking like get nuked into oblivion. Why do you do that? Everything.
Did you see that shot of Two Boots? Like, did he look at him like, oh, you actually cared about that droid? Like, hey, maybe I might want to join him?
I didn't know if I saw that. Whoa. Oh my god! Oh shit!
Wow! Oh my god!
This is, I mean, who directed this guy? Come on.
You would not be getting this in live action. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
never.
Never.
Come on!
Go.
Cross.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They are headed his way.
Who? Who? Okay.
Darth
Who's
Vader?
him? Okay, no, but if Vader's here, no one's getting out alive.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
true.
I'll scout ahead and report.
Can we just say that for the very many years that we've, certainly I have been watching Star Wars animation, and I think have been very
friends.
proud
I'm sorry they're gone.
of what they've been able to pull off. From the very beginning, as somebody who's, you know, from 2008 going forward, this has been one of the best, I think, sequences that we've seen, like, probably ever.
Yeah. That, oh my gosh, I want a screenshot of that scene of them all together blocking the Inquisitor's attack. That was incredible. Oh shit, is she dead? Oh shit. I really thought I was gonna be wrong. Oh my god.
Okay. This is all something I don't know if I guess I feel like a lot of what we got out of here tonight As far as just this episode is concerned, I'm sure a lot of just in general Star Wars fans, Darth Maul fans, even Vader fans have been, I think, fantasizing about probably for far too many decades, if we're being honest with ourselves. And I think certainly when it comes to Lucasfilm Animation with Clone Wars and Rebels and other shows of this ilk like this one, they have definitely done a lot of good to really kind of put a lot of those fantasies into real life. I don't know. I don't want to sound hyperbolic here, but I do think that this episode in its entirety, but obviously that second half especially, has to be probably a new achievement as far as direction for animation is concerned, because that went far longer than I first of all could have anticipated, but also as far as the execution of it, and also I think what made it work rather well was obviously the teamwork, the camera movement, the way that the lightsaber and the forces were working hand in hand. That was exhilarating. That was suspenseful in ways that I honestly couldn't have imagined I'd even find myself feeling just at the very beginning of this show. And when they said, inform him they're on the way, I mean, I feel like it was a distinct possibility it could be. But this is the thing, and I feel like we should just take a moment to acknowledge something that I feel we have to just say out loud. Because, yes, this is Dave Filoni produced, and he approved this, and he supervises this, but he is not the person who is writing or directing on a meaningful way this show. He can approve and shoot down what it is that they want to do, but he's not the one that's doing the day-to-day on this show. And it's an important distinction to, I feel, make right now, because if for whatever reason we were taking this exact same story and we're imagining what a live-action Filoni version of this would look like, Vader coming in here would absolutely shock no one. Somehow it would be telegraphed. Somehow we would see it coming. And even if we weren't seeing it coming, even if it wasn't telegraphed, because we know who is making it, we're already like looking at, okay, well, who are they going to shoehorn in here? Who are they going to bring in here? Or even, not even if it's a shoehorn. If it's Filoni, by textbook definition, they're going to bring in some big name because he always has to do that. So I feel like, and this is, I think, a perfect point to make this particular illustration here of difference. Because if this was a Filoni live action, Vader coming in the way that he would have no presence. We would not feel the same way, because let me just tell you right now that it is very, very important to nail down a Vader entrance. And if I'm going to be frank with you, I feel even the Obi-Wan show kind of failed at this to do it as well. And I'm not saying the Vader was bad in Obi-Wan. I think Obi-Wan overall was a fairly enjoyable show, and we had, let's just say, we had more to work with Obi-Wan than we did anything Filoni and Favreau have done lately. So if we want to put out degrees of separation there, okay? But what I mean is, you have to nail down Vader's entrance, Rogue One. The two that he had, or even, I think all of the ones that he had in Rebels for sure, count as like iconic entrances. Will anyone ever forget him coming down on a TIE fighter, in Malachor? And one of the things that we just never quite were sure of is if Maul and Vader had crossed paths. And I told you when we were starting to do these reactions, I had a lingering suspicion, even from the Siege of, the Malachor episodes, the season 2, Twilight of the Apprentice, the finale of season 2 of Rebels, which I believe aired, 10 years ago this last 2 months. Twilight of the Apprentice is 10 years old.
Dang.
So 10 years ago, when Maul had mentioned Vader by name, which led the impression that they had encountered paths. I don't mean to drone on, but everything about that entrance was just about as perfect as you would want it. The absolute shock and horror on their faces, on our faces. Also, just Maul. I don't know if it was like a deer in the headlights. I'm not even sure what he was expecting, but he was just like a what?
Mm-hmm.
and also you saw that expression also turn into like, are you?
Oh, like,
Yeah,
is he familiar?
there's something
Yeah.
happening there, David.
I mean, I'm so blown away by this episode. I love the action of it. Honestly, like I really don't mind having like all action on an episode. I just wish we would have built up to it better. Like I said, we could have
Yeah.
got more information on the characters. That's always just gonna be my main complaint about this show. It's just like we could have moved along to this faster. I don't think I can say confidently that like you could probably cut this down into a movie. But yeah, we could have just gotten some information a lot faster with all of these characters. But once we get into this fight though, this was for sure the best one. I mean, it was more closed off. There was more ways for them to hide off, block themselves from the blasters and all that, and just everything about it was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I want a screenshot of the one with like all five of them like blocking each other's attacks and all that. Like, that's incredible. I want that as a wallpaper. So, and then, Vader showing up. I was really joking about it. I was like, Vader. I mean, who else could it be? But no, yeah, it makes sense that it's Vader. That's actually one thing. It makes sense that it's him because this is Maul. Probably one of Palpatine's biggest enemies. So, of course, I'm sure he probably sent off. I mean, I think Maul was probably right. It's like they sent you to die, by the way. Like, that's the only reason why they sent you towards me. So, the reason why Vader is there is probably like last resort. It's like, yeah, they're probably going to fail. So, I'll just take you there. See if you can finish this mess. But yeah. Again, though, I really don't know what the heck is going to happen next. So.
I struggle to see where you even go from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even sure if Vader is in the mood to take prisoners. I mean, I will say, don't expect Maul to be able to take Vader, but I also wouldn't underestimate him either. The thing about Maul and his strength is he's always able to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, this show is doing a pretty good job of like making me forget that I know Maul lives several times. Like, oh, that's right. He continues on in a different show, and we do see his ending, and it's nowhere near now. But I do feel like it's. I wondered how it plays with people who don't know that he has a future after this, because I feel like if you don't know he continues on, you might be even more suspenseful. Like, oh, what's gonna happen here? Is this the end? Because he's had a couple of close calls here.
Yeah.
And as what you were saying about that action sequence, David, I do want to say that's gonna. I feel like, look, I'm happy that we got to a point now where, okay, I think we have a signature moment of this series, and it's gonna be that. I don't know what we're gonna see in this finale.
Yeah.
That could be something that maybe contends with it. But as far as a complete excellent execution of direction from an action standpoint, what we just experienced was the moment, and it was so good that I feel it rivaled some of the best that we've seen across all of the animated shows. Especially when you think about sequences that have multiple lightsaber wielders, right? Like, I think of some of my favorites. I had echoes here of Maul, Savage, Ventress, and Obi-Wan from the season 4 finale of the Clone Wars. I even had echoes of Ahsoka, Ezra, Kanan, Maul, and then the 3 Inquisitors on Malachor, which that one might have been a new record for how many lightsabers were on, I guess, in one sequence there. But that's what I was kind of being reminded of. And I have to say that to give a great compliment to this show in ways that I wasn't quite expecting, but it reminded me of how great it was to experience those sequences when they first dropped. And yeah, I feel like I don't even care what happens in this finale. I think that this episode just completely won me over. It's like, okay, all right, you know what? So far, you're what do they say? You hit the runway, and you're hitting the runway, or I guess you touched down. I don't know what the right expression is, but so far I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, it doesn't negate the things that we said at the beginning. I think they still stand, but it's making it go down a lot smoother. I'll just say a lot smoother. And again, we're at a point here. Like, I mean, right now when you think, okay, Vader and Maul are on, they're in each other's presence for the first time ever. That's a big like moment, right? And yet, I want to consider all the other characters. I don't know what the hell they're in for. I don't know if at this point all bets are off. Look, that was before we have. I think would have some idea. But you are correct though, David. I didn't mean to ignore you earlier when you said about Master. Was it Master?
Daki?
Is it Dai or what's his name?
Daki.
Which one?
Daki.
Daki.
I think
Daki.
so.
I think it's Daki. I do want to say, interesting that for all of what was going on, Maul genuinely does not seem to want to kill him. And that's, in a way, interesting, because if you had asked me at the very beginning, oh, he sees a master and an apprentice, and he wants the apprentice for himself, oh, he's going to find a way to eliminate the master. And if you think why I would think that, just go watch Star Wars Rebels. It became comical how many times Maul tried to get rid of Kanan. He would even just say it to his face, I'm going to kill you. He would actually try. So interesting here that at least in this, not to be fair, I feel that the Maul of Rebels is very different. I think he's a lot more, well, first of all, he's older, but I feel like in some ways he's far more unhinged.
Yeah.
And that could be because he has nothing left.
Nothing left. Probably on this like last years of his life, although I'm sure his fucking anger will keep him on for like another 20. But yeah, I think it's just his patience has run out by that point. It's like I've tried to do everything I can, because I mean, you'd think he'd like take any chance to kill the master in this situation, but like he tells him like, you go, and he takes on the Inquisitors by himself. And I was really like, what the heck? Okay. And it didn't even cross my mind, like, oh, is he gonna like sabotage the thing?
Like what Two Boots said, right? Are you sure we want to trust him? He doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't seem like very trustworthy.
And so I don't know. I think this version of him here, like, he just has a lot of patience. He's going to wait for the right moment to maybe get rid of him. And honestly, this is probably the best moment. It's kind of like, I don't know how to take on this guy, so pushes Daki into him and all that, and gets Vader to kill him or something. Like, that's all I can think of right now, but I've been wrong before, so.
Well, I guess I'm not sure what else I can say, but I'm trying to, like, we have a finale to get to. This is episode 10. Yeah, Lucasfilm logo is on. It just came off. Then we have the helmets going on. You let me know if you're a little ahead so I can pause or something.
No, I think we're good. I think last episode you might have been like 2-3 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, but it's not significant.
Our only chance of escape is an alliance.
I don't know if you can tell on Disney Plus just yet, David, but as we're watching this recap, oh god, that was amazing. Oh god.
Oh yeah, she's dead. What the hell?
What?
That lady, like the one that was like loyal to Maul the whole time. Like, oh wow, she's just dead, isn't she?
She could be.
Yeah. What were we saying earlier about Disney Plus?
Oh well, I won't
wait.
because we have this to. Whoa!
Shit.
That's a.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Run!
See, again, he's telling them to run and like he's staying behind. What the heck? Okay, he didn't stay behind for too long, but either way.
Yeah.
Making the suggestion is.
You're no Inquisitor. What are you?
Can't even tell. I don't think Vader's breaking a sweat here.
Dude, no.
Which is pretty impressive. Or as he would say, most impressive.
Mm-hmm.
What makes Vader so interesting is he's very slow but very effective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because they can't make him fast because of the movies. Because if they make him all of a sudden fast, it'd be like, wait, why would he be?
Yeah.
Because the suit's supposed to make him, slow and everything. But he doesn't have to be fast. Look at this.
Dude. I don't think we've heard that theme since the first episode, right? So, yeah, I like that they're building it
Yeah,
up.
the Duel of Fates, yeah. Chapter 10, The Dark Lord. Okay, I was going to say, on Disney Plus, they don't have the title of the episode.
Oh.
Now we know why. Yeah, they don't. I'm looking at it right now. Well, they will, I think, in a few hours. Right now, it's just as episode 10.
Yeah.
They don't have the title of it.
Oh, that's...
Because that kind of gives it away, though. The Dark Lord, I
love the way
Take
the
a
fog...
moment.
Wait, what?
How do we defeat it?
Only when you let go of your restraint, tap into your rage, let it serve you.
No, do not give in to such emotions. We must remain calm in the face of fear. True power lies in our patience and cunning.
I wonder if he's put it together, or he's putting it together, who that is.
Your master would be wise to heed my advice.
Also, man, those electro legs have held up pretty well. I mean, who would have thought?
Please listen to me. My master purged the Jedi Order and made himself the Emperor. Devin, I implore you, use your rage and unleash your potential.
Okay, there's so much going on. I want to say a lot of things.
Yeah.
One minor thing, the fog in this place. I love that it just looked like minor brush strokes and all that. That's amazing artwork. This whole conversation. Oh god, I just want to listen to every single second of it.
No, if I am right, he knows how you think. Aggression. It is the only way.
If I am right, he knows how you think. He knows.
And technically, he's not wrong, Maul. Like, Luke. Oh shit.
God, I was like, wait.
Luke technically beat
Vader
Darth Vader.
jump scares. I was like,
yeah. Luke technically beat Vader when he was at his most angriest.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're nothing compared to what the fuck Vader's going through. Is putting them through. I think she's gonna get angry in this moment and beat both of them. And
this is bad.
This is
I don't know
horrible.
what to say at this point.
All right, this is the pickup.
I think I see a ship.
Oh, yeah, that ain't our ship.
Form an offensive line. No one gets through.
This is the worst. Really?
That's a very big gun!
Of all the places for the rendezvous point to be at, it's at the exact same place as the Empire landed.
yeah.
Is that a coincidence?
I think maybe they just landed. Oh, well, I mean, I think where the Inquisitors landed, that's where they were at. So I don't think they were like already here or anything like that. But I like the little detail of Vader's lightsaber. How like it almost looks like there's more energy coming out of his lightsaber than.
And destroy that shuttle.
Your droid's plans are as bad as yours.
Yeah, but it's all we've got.
Oh.
We need a distraction.
Yeah, we need a what?
And you got to give Maul his credit. He's holding his own.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be winning here, but he's holding his own.
Ooh, nice.
That's a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay.
Direct hit. Okay.
Together, we can do this.
Yeah, he put that to bed pretty quick. Oh, okay.
Okay, come on. That's good. Okay, he's taking way too many hits on that leg. Specifically that side of the leg too much. So it's got to give out at some point.
Oh. Well, to give it its credit, it is Mandalorian tech.
Mm.
So, I mean, it is made for combat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean...
Oh, this is so fucked up.
It is.
Hey.
Master.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, it's Maul, right?
Yeah.
But
that's the thing, though, too. It's like he didn't just do it because, like, oh, this is my chance to get rid of him. It's like we don't stand a chance against this guy. I'm gonna just push you in so I can get out.
They were literally stuck.
Yeah,
they were stuck. There was no way of going anywhere.
Yeah. So, like, I love the little decisions that he's making here, and like it makes sense for him to do this, but again, he's so calculated.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed the red lightsaber. That's cool. Wait, was it his half of the lightsaber, or did he get someone else's?
I think it might be, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dad, we're pinned down. We can't get to the ship.
Oh, boy.
I know it could have done better, man. But I tried.
Boots, promise me, partner. You're gonna get him to his mother.
Dad, Riley Lawson, we must hurry.
Oh, man.
Fucking.
Well, they are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
man, Vader's just like, and here's my moment. This is where I come in.
Fucking Michael Myers just popping in out of nowhere.
Right? Yeah.
I will kill them. You are not yet strong enough. But I will train you, and we will have our revenge.
And the captain saw what he did to Daki, and he's not gonna be able to tell them, her at least.
No.
I have upheld my half of the bargain.
And I will honor mine.
He knows. It's just like it's gonna end badly. I don't know how, but it's just not gonna end good.
All right. I'm ready.
Love the close up on the eyes.
Oh, that's another long freaking pause right there.
It was.
Wait, is there?
Let me just check to see. Yeah, I'm checking to see if there's anything, because sometimes there is at the end, but I don't see anything there.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, I feel like one of the easiest things I can say is that, I'm amazed I went the whole day and I didn't get this spoiled for me.
Right? Yeah.
I gotta tell you, right? Because, I mean, this is like Maul and Vader going off against each other, and I feel like that would have been like the story of the day, and I would have been seeing clips all over, and I don't know if maybe people have just not been getting to it, but I will say, this is one of the things where I'm like thankful I wasn't like expecting to happen, because I feel like if I did, I don't know if I would be feeling the same way about it. It's tough. I gotta tell you. I mean, I think we knew that going into this last one, there's gonna be like heavy casualties. I wasn't expecting Maul to lose Rook, I believe, because she's been like, maybe not Rook, but I think her lady cat, whatever her name is, but like she's been like the one that at his side for like this entire time, and for her to like be done like that. And also, by the way, that was a very horror movie-esque exit.
Yeah.
I've ever seen one. I gotta tell you, these last 2 episodes especially, can we just commend the direction and just the inspired direction to go full horror movie with some of these particular. I feel like in both episodes there were like some jump scares. Vader especially loved to do these this episode. But if you recall in the last one, when Maul was like communicating with Devon, and then like he said her name, and then it kind of jumped at you. So I love whatever they were cooking with these last 2 episodes for sure. But I mean, that one came out of left field in a way, not in like, oh, I don't believe that way, and like, oh no, you know, I kind of liked her, I didn't want that to happen, and I was like, okay, well, I guess there's that. But I legitimately felt like a disappointment, not disappointment, but just like, oh no, I feel the loss there. I felt the loss of Maul's droid. I liked that character, and they destroyed him completely. I felt the loss of the last Night Brother throwing himself into the lava, basically, to get rid of the other stormtroopers. And then, of course, Captain Lawson there, basically, which did we see him die?
Not really, but I think we're for sure gonna just heavily imply it, because I just don't see him getting out of it.
I can see it going one of 2 ways. I could see it being, okay, he's dead. There's no point in going any back. But we didn't see it, but we did see him see what Maul did. And if this is gonna have a season 2, which it is, we know it's already done. I could totally see them revealing he's alive, captured probably by Vader, and then at some point maybe Captain Lawson encounters Devon again, and then he tells her, and then maybe that's how she flips against him. I could see those dots connecting if in fact Lawson is dead, which is also pretty likely that he is. I mean, we saw him get shot, he went down. Also, the one that really did feel dirty, but also it's tough because it's Maul, but then also it's less of him being sneaky and conniving. It's more of him just like, I'm not going to die here.
Yeah.
One of us is going to die, and it's not going to be me. And now, did everything kind of fall on his lap at that point after he did that? Yes. And at this point, he didn't need much more pushing. Like he just needed to make sure that she saw what happened, and then he gave her the lightsaber, and that was that. And yes, we saw the close-up of him like smiling, whatever, but like, honestly, out of all of the situations, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's not dirty what he did. It's Maul. He's evil.
Yeah.
He's what he is. I mean, that's not, come on, he's not a good guy here. But out of all the times that we've ever seen him betray somebody, this seems like the one I think one could find the least fault in, considering you know who he is, and what he does. So I mean, generally, look, it's funny because I feel like for a long stretch here, the show started off pretty good, but then the whole middle section of the season kind of was slow, too slow for our liking, and I was getting genuinely concerned that by the time it came around to the end, and we may be parting ways with some of the characters, although I will be frank with you, we lost a lot more characters than I ever thought we would.
For sure.
Like I ever imagined we would. But I think something was successful that I cared about all of these losses. And then also, really, really interesting choices here. What do you make specifically? You know, Vader's kind of mute. He doesn't really say much of anything. Like, and I don't think he's ever meant to say anything unless he gives a shit to say anything. I think the decision to just have him not even speak here. Yeah, I mean, this is another job.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Like Ahsoka, that was different. That was personal. Like he knew her. That would make much more sense here. Yeah. By the way, we didn't cut back to the other Inquisitor who fell. I don't know what that means.
I think he was just out of commission afterwards, so we just had to.
Yeah, maybe.
And it could have been also been that moment that he died, and then he's just gonna get brought back later by one.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like either he got knocked out, or maybe he actually did die, but then they kept the body, and then at some point later on he gets revived. That could be something that could happen again. Interesting stuff that's at play there. Yeah, that I guess we know what season 2 will be. In a way, we know Maul acquires Crimson Dawn back into his organization. I assume he'll be, and due to that, I think will find himself in the company of more resources. And I think we're gonna see the training with Devon, but the Empire still very well aware that he's alive. I can't imagine they're going to stop there. So I feel like we have some notions of what season 2 could be. I don't know if there are plans to go beyond that. I will say I didn't think this was going to be a multi-season show. I thought it was going to be like just a mini-series, but I feel, well, clearly where we ended things, there's more to go. I don't know how many more there is to go. I would say I can't imagine more than 3 seasons tops, just because, well, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, Maul is a captivating character, so I'm really curious to see how this is received. I hope people and Star Wars animation fans particularly are watching at least the last 4 of these, because these were absolutely just, they were worth people's attention. They were worth watching, and I, in some ways, am curious to see how they're able to top this, because also I think we left this planet, we're also leaving this environment, so there will be a change in art direction as well, from what I can understand. Ultimately, though, as far as the finale, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. I would say being great in spots. Very effective. Has me very much. If the goal of a finale, which it should be, is to get you for sure to come back, I'll be back.
Yeah,
David.
Yeah. So my criticism still stands even at the end of this. Could have gotten more information about these characters, especially with the captain. Like, all we really get from him is he's a detective of sorts. He's a neglectful father, and at the end of it, he did the right thing.
Can I just say, which is why I hope he's not dead.
Yeah,
if I would like to get more.
I would like to get more information again. So, but if he is dead, they did enough to make me feel sad for him. If he died in that moment, again, he's a neglectful father that, in the end, did the right thing. Hopefully, in doing so, maybe set the right path for his son. And if we don't see the detective in the next season, I would like to see the son in the second season. I want to see him really like struggling with the fact, like, oh my gosh, I'm with my mom now who's working with the Empire. Does he have to hide away to be safe, or are they just going to be like, you don't really care about you, don't worry, you're just a kid? Or Because I would have minded to just play it off like that, and that's how he's able to be with his mom. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that struggle with that character. And then, but yeah, with everything else though, we couldn't gotten a lot more information with them. You know, when Devin, you know, when Maul first puts in the seeds to convince Devin to join him, you could have gotten conversation with the other Mandalorian woman, being like, "Hey, if you join him, you know, it could be good views to you. Do you really want to keep living like this? I know I'm not gonna live like this forever. You know, give me reasonings of why these people were following him. You know, not just because of what they did with him in the Clone Wars show or anything like that. Just give us more reasoning. You know, he's at the lowest point. Why are you still following him? It's like, this guy knows what he's doing. You know, just information like that. I was pointing out in this finale how, Maul was like putting in information on Devin, being like, you gotta use your rage. Like, that's the only way we're gonna beat this guy. And then you had the master going like, no, patience, resilience. Like, that's how we do it. And both were struggling. It was pretty interesting to watch. The action of it sort of taking place of how their words becoming actions in the fight against Vader. That was really, really, really interesting. And he was really holding their own. The only problem is that both of them were injured. So like, we really won't know for sure, like, would either or actually have worked. And like I said, technically Luke won the fight with Darth Vader by using his rage. Once he brought up his sister, he was like, no, and then he smashes it, and he beats him. But turns it back to the good side with the way Daki was explaining how they would win. So those are, very interesting things to sort of put in. And I really like that. Wish we would have gotten more conversations about it with Maul, Devin, and Daki about like which side they should go on and all that. But I understand why it didn't go any further. It was all action, but it was really good action. So like, it kept my attention the entire time. It was great. And overall though, like, this finale was super fun. I think some people might want to say like that, the season was more of a slow burn. Like, we get this bits of information in order to like really hit hard by the end. But I wouldn't agree to that. Like I said, we could have gotten more information, more dialogue between all of these characters. There really were some slow moments in the first 5 episodes where I was honestly kind of getting worried, being like, do I really want to continue with this? Like, and all that. But yeah, this 9th episode fucking kicked it off super well, super fun, and pretty much worth it to sit along. So yeah.
Have your headline. Well, actually, a couple of ones that I just looked up real quick. Comicbook.com. Darth Vader versus Darth Maul is the Star Wars duel we've waited 27 years for. I'm not going to read that, but that's an interesting headline. Then we have here /film. Maul Shadow Lord finale pays off a decade-old moment from Star Wars Rebels. On March 30th, on March 30th, 2016, Maul appeared in Twilight of the Apprentice, the 2-part finale of the 2nd season of Star Wars Rebels, which was the first Star Wars TV series that Lucasfilm produced after being sold to Disney. No one was exactly expecting Maul to show up at all, let alone be stranded on the planet Malachor. Nonetheless, he was there asking Rebel leaders Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus, along with their light side-wielding ally, Ahsoka Tano, to enter into an alliance with him in order to defeat the Sith. Maul's desire for revenge against his former master Darth Sidious has already been established in the Clone Wars. Okay, so after Maul helps the heroes on Rebels deal with some Inquisitors, he explains that these dark side users will certainly call Darth Vader, adding that he will be unable to stop their combined might. He then proceeds to offer Ezra and others his help, at which point Ahsoka asks him point blank, "Why are you working so hard to keep us here?" In response, Maul explains, "I cannot defeat Vader alone." And his frankness takes on a whole lot more gravitas in the wake of the fight with Vader in Maul Shadow Lord Season 1 finale. The moment in Rebels implied that there was a time where Maul had faced off against Vader but was unable to defeat him, and fans have been clamoring to see this showdown ever since. That's finally changed in Season 1, Episode 9, Strange Allies, which ends with Vader arriving on the planet Genix as his Inquisitors held Maul and his new allies into a trap, or herd them into a trap, as if Vader had seen a vision of just how the events before him would play out. The battle itself is brutal, and Vader, without so much as speaking a word, tears into Maul with his weapon, more often than not wielding it with just one hand, as though Maul were nothing more than a plaything. Vader exploits every weakness, cutting into Maul's mechanical legs to make him less agile, and forcing him to make sudden, difficult decisions, including sacrificing his new associates to Vader's Crimson Blade. Maul has a proper Jedi Master and okay, that's just more of what we already know. Yeah. I guess if we're gonna go over to our finishing thoughts, I will say, I feel the same way about this show than you do, David. I think ultimately, I would have preferred a bit more focus with character and not, it's funny because I do feel that there was the space to have those moments, but we just didn't have them. So I feel like that's not something that can be ignored. But also, what should not be discounted is where we ended up being, which is ultimately, I will say, on the whole, kind of where I thought we would be. Yeah, I will say, just this definitely gave me some moments to be like, ooh, ah, oh, whoa. And it's certainly fun to feel those things, I will say. So, yeah, I hope people who have watched and listened have enjoyed these reactions. If you're looking for more Star Wars content in the future, I don't know if there will be. I know there's a new movie, or so they tell me, coming in theaters soon. And I don't know if I don't know. None of us are in the mood to watch this thing. None of us even want to see it succeed. So I don't know. But we got more things happening on the channel if that's so catches your fancy. And anywho, I want to thank David for joining me and doing this. I think it's made for overall, I'm not mad that we did this. I think it was short enough. Thankfully, mercifully short enough. I think I think we wouldn't have done this if this were like a 20 episode season. I think it would have been far too long with just everything else that we have going on. So thankfully, it ended up fitting in very nicely with what we want to do, which is the bare minimum. Basically. Thank you all so much for joining us. Stay under our red spotlight for more content and more, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.